The power of English stories. Learn through imagination. Hello and welcome to Podcast with Zazie. I'm really happy you joined me again. Today's topic is one of the most enjoyable, useful, and natural ways to learn English. It's fun, it's powerful, and it works for learners at any level. Our topic today is learning English through stories. Yes, stories. Because stories are not just for children. They are for everyone, and they can help you improve your English faster than you think. In this podcast, we'll talk about why stories are such a powerful tool for learning, what kind of stories help you the most, how to use stories to learn grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation, what to do before, during, and after listening to a story. A full example story. You'll hear one today. Vocabulary practice. And finally, a natural speed version of the story. So sit back, relax, and let's enter the magical world of learning English through. Why stories are powerful for language learning. Let's start by understanding this. Why are stories so effective for language learning? Here are some reasons. 1. Stories are natural. We grow up listening to stories, even before we can speak. Our brains love stories. They make information easier to remember. 2. Stories connect emotions. When we hear a story, we feel something. Surprise, joy, fear, curiosity. And when emotions are involved, we remember the language better. 3. Stories give you context. Instead of learning words alone, you learn how they're used in real situations. This helps you remember new vocabulary and grammar naturally. Stories repeat words naturally. Good stories often repeat key words and phrases. This helps you learn through repetition without feeling bored. Stories help with pronunciation and rhythm. When you listen to stories, you hear real English sounds, intonation, and flow. This improves your pronunciation and listening skills. How to use stories effectively. Here's how to get the most from stories when learning English. Before listening, don't worry about understanding every word. Look at the title or picture and guess. What is this story about? Prepare your mind for curiosity, not perfection. While listening, focus on the overall meaning, not every word. Notice repeated words or phrases. Listen to the voice, rhythm, emotions. After listening, write down new words and expressions. Retell the story in your own words, in English. Record yourself and listen again. Try changing parts of the story. What if? Where else? You don't have to be perfect. Just practice. Let's hear a story together. Now, let's enjoy a simple and powerful story in English. It's called The Man with the Red Umbrella. It was a rainy Tuesday morning in London. People rushed through the streets with their black and gray umbrellas. But one man stood out. He had a bright red umbrella, and he walked very slowly. His name was Thomas. He wasn't in a hurry. He never was. Thomas loved the rain. While others ran to stay dry, he smiled and watched the raindrops fall on his umbrella. Every Tuesday, Thomas walked the same street, and every Tuesday, he saw the same people, all in a hurry. But one Tuesday, something changed. As he passed the old bakery, he saw a little girl crying. She had lost her dog. Her name was Emily. "Did you lose something?" Thomas asked kindly. "My dog," she said. "He ran away when it started raining." Thomas looked at her and smiled. "Let's find him together," he said. And so, Thomas and Emily walked slowly through the rainy streets, holding the red umbrella. They looked under benches. They asked shop owners, They called out, "Max! Max!" Finally, near the small park, they heard barking. There he was, Max, wet, cold, and scared. Emily ran to him and hugged him tightly. "Thank you," she said to Thomas. Thomas smiled again. From that day on, every Tuesday morning, Emily waited for Thomas at the bakery, and they walked together with the red umbrella, rain or shine. Vocabulary from the story. Let's now learn some important vocabulary from the story. I'll say each word twice, give the meaning, and then 3 examples. Umbrella, umbrella, meaning something you use to protect yourself from rain. Examples: I forgot my umbrella at home. He opened his umbrella when it started raining. That yellow umbrella looks nice. 2. Hurry, hurry, meaning to move quickly because you don't have much time. Examples: Don't hurry, we have plenty of time. She was in a big hurry to get to work. They hurried through the crowd. Bakery, bakery, meaning a shop that sells bread, cakes, and pastries. Examples: I love the smell of fresh bread from the bakery. She works at a small bakery downtown. Let's stop by the bakery for some croissants. 4. Lost, lost, meaning unable to find something or someone. Examples: I lost my keys. He feels lost in the new city. She lost her phone on the bus. Bark, bark, meaning the sound a dog makes. Examples: I heard a dog barking outside. That dog barks at everyone. My dog barks when he sees a cat. Outro and final tips. Great job today. You've listened to a full story, learned new words, practiced natural listening, and discovered how stories can help you grow in English. Before we say goodbye, here are some final tips. Don't just read stories, listen to them again and again. Try retelling the story in your own words. Change details to make it fun. This builds creativity and fluency. Use different kinds of stories: short stories, true stories, fairy tales, news stories. Find stories that you enjoy. That's the key. And remember, you don't need to understand everything. You just need to keep going. Every story you hear, every word you learn, is one step forward. Thank you so much for joining me on Podcast with Zazie. If you liked this episode, let me know, and I'll create more stories just for you. Until next time, keep listening, keep dreaming, and keep learning through stories. Goodbye for now.